I am here with LFA light heavyweight contender Alex Eazy Polizzi. How you doing today, my man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic here in my car.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to get right to fucking business, man. You got a title fight coming up for LFA 82. You're taking on Jamal Pogues for the vacant light heavyweight title.
That's
Why don't you
right.
go ahead and talk to me about that?
So I mean, yeah, it is what it is. LFA is a really good promotion, and I'm excited to get working with them again. I was able to hop in on a previous card when they passed through Madison, and we had a few guys fighting for them, and I was able to do that. Really enjoyed my time there. Really great promotion, and um, actually, as recently as this year, I was scheduled to go up in Canada and fight up there. Unfortunately, that fight fell through, but silver lining. LFA calls a few weeks after and says, "Hey, we got this open light heavyweight spot. If you're interested in fighting for the title." Since then, it's just been, I'm sure the same sort of business that you get with a lot of fighters. We've been putting in work, we've been getting ready, and excited to put on a good show Friday.
All right, and how's camp been for this title fight?
Camp's been great. I train at Chosen Few. We got a bunch of Stone Cold killers over there. They've been helping me out, getting ready for this big shot at the belt.
Okay, and 205, it's a premier weight class in my opinion. It's a showcase of the bigger athletes,
Mhm.
right? So how's weight coming along approaching this fight?
I get asked this one a lot. Actually, I'm lucky enough that 205 isn't too tough to make for me. Um, I drift down there without too much trouble. Me and the sauna really aren't too close, and I like keeping it that way. Uh, so I mean it's been good. It's been good in that regard. And as far as filling out that weight class, I feel like it's a spot that I'm comfortable at. And I like to think of myself as a bigger guy, even though I'm usually giving up 1 to 2 inches as far as height goes.
Yeah, well, I mean, some of these guys are huge. Most of these guys should be fighting in heavyweight, and they just, they don't want to play with the big boys, so they cut. Now, you fought for LFA before, but never in a headlining spot. How are the nerves approaching this?
you know, uh, nerves are a tough thing to tackle because I mean, a coach and a trainer, they can really they can really do their part on teaching you, how to strike and where to strike and how to be strong. But figuring out nerves is something that I feel like every fighter, every competitor has to do on their own. And the best thing for me is, uh, everyone asks about like the undefeated thing. That's not even a worry. I mean, records are records and scores, and everyone's got predictions. I just keep that out. But a big thing to help that's helped me is number one, I, I don't do a ton of research on my opponent. I know sometimes that can help, but I feel like for me, that's just adding on extra nerves, thinking about what they're going to do, thinking about how I'm going to counter it. I just go in knowing what I can do and making sure that I put on the best show that I know how to put on. Um, Number two is, we can talk all day about how serious this is and this title and it's going to mean this, but we're just a bunch of dudes fighting in a cage. Like, let's not get too serious about it. It's kind of funny when you think about it. I mean, there's people, doing real jobs that mean stuff, and meanwhile we're just seeing if we can knock each other's teeth out. So, got to look on the kind of funnier side of things.
Okay, and you a full-time fighter?
No, I have a day job that helps pay the rent. And right now that's yeah, right now that's piano moving in Madison.
A lot of pianos moving in Madison, huh?
Here's the thing. I get this one a lot. Everyone's like, there's a lot of, but you got to remember that there's people that are still buying pianos. There's people that are selling pianos. Whenever somebody moves, if you call a moving service, they don't want to touch your piano. So that requires us to do a special service. And as sometimes people move on, they don't want to take their piano with them,
Ah,
or they can't. And
yeah,
so
okay.
sometimes we'll get calls from people that say, this is grandma's piano and it was really important to her, but I just really don't care about it. And so we do a service where we come and we get rid of the piano. So staying busy.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds like that could really eat up a whole lot of time. Okay. And then you were talking about you don't do a whole lot of research on your opponent. So the fact that he's fought, bigger promotions, high level guys, that's of no concern to you.
Not concerning to me. I mean, is that going to change my game plan going into the fight, knowing that he's had big fights? No. So why care about it?
I mean, that's a fucking excellent answer. All right. Okay. Well, then we'll move right along. Are there some things outside of fighting that you do to help prepare you for big fights like this? Like maybe, going on a hike by yourself or, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, one of the biggest ones leading up. I said I'm an avid home cook, and the weeks leading up, you generally want to start steering away from fast food burgers and chicken wings and all that. So, kind of hanging out at home and cooking my own meals kind of helps center me after practice and keeping focus right. And then as far as during fight week, um, like I said, not taking it too seriously. I don't want to think and focus and I know some people get a lot out of visualizing what they're going to do during the fight, but I'd rather take my mind off it a little bit. So I mean, you probably heard this a little bit, but like typical things, um, video games, playing with the dog.
Well, they say petting your dog is supposed to, extend your life and keep you calm. So
I'll take it, man. If that's the case, maybe it's balanced out with all the getting punched in the head,
definitely, definitely. Although my dogs go crazy when you pretend to hit people. So I don't know.
Yes. Mine do the same thing. Even if I clap my hands together at something, she rushes in. It's the big smack, and then she gets kind of confused though because she doesn't know whether she should like defend me by attacking me or she's like I don't understand. He's attacking himself.
Yeah, they tend to get very confused. My dogs do the same thing. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's hilarious. Sometimes it's fun to just do, when you got nothing else going on. Like, hey,
Yeah, couple big smacks on the arm like from a few rooms away, and they come running in. Where's the
yeah,
trouble?
exactly, exactly. Okay, well, you were talking about home cooking. I'm a fatty. Okay, I love food. All right. So, what is your post-fight victory meal this weekend?
Let's see, post-fight victory meal. I'm gonna go with a kind of tried and true one. Um, if I don't get to cook it enough because I'm not that skilled in it, so I have to go out and it's kind of a reward for me. But I do like finding an all-you-can-eat sushi place.
Mm,
You throw down 20-30 bucks and they just keep bringing you rolls and rolls and rolls and I'll uh I'll sit there for a bit. I'll sit there for
yeah.
a bit, and there's not a lot of sushi that can scare me. I'll have all the raw fish. I'll have the ones with the really fishy taste. I'll have the ones with the funny color. I mean, yeah, sushi.
Sushi's what's up, man. Sushi is what's up. I love that
And
shit
it's
too.
and you want to know what? I still haven't. I'm sure I could. There's plenty of places to learn how, but I just haven't gotten around to learning how to make it myself.
Yeah, it's probably better that way though.
Right?
All right, and then my last question I want to ask for you is: do you have a prediction for how you're going to finish your fight?
A prediction. Well, as cliche as it sounds, I do plan on winning. Uh, but if history has shown us anything, in my previous fights, I'm hoping to get close to him. I'm hoping to use some of my wrestling, put him down on the ground, and hopefully we can finish the match from there.
Okay, okay. So ground and pound TKO finish.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Hey, well, I like that. I like that. I like predictions. Okay, and then before I let you go, I'd like to, give you some time to thank whoever you'd like to that got you to your career up to this point, coaches, training partners, friends, family. Take the floor, man.
Obviously, big shout out to my gym, Chosen Few. The guys there, bunch of training killers, and we even got some guys that are doing their own thing and stepping out into to bigger promotions. So, all the best to them, and thanks for helping me get to where I'm at. My family and supporters, it, fighting is such a sport that if people don't like watching it, I don't get to do it. So I'm hoping that I can continue to put forth good stuff for those folks. And keep watching me, and then got my sponsors that are helping me out, and I'm assuming that they like watching me enough to put some money down on the table. um, and so that's really appreciated. And then going back to Chosen Few, my coaches who have put up with trying to teach me how to do new stuff. Guys are great. Guys are patient, and they probably know more than they've probably forgotten more than I'll ever be able to learn. So, uh, really appreciate it. Yeah, without going into specifics, those are the big thanks.
All right, man. Well, my guest here, Alex Eazy Polizzi, he's fighting for the vacant light heavyweight title over at LFA 82.
Yep.
Where's the fight taking place? The
Um, it's
arena.
gonna it's gonna be Mystic Lakes Casino in Prior Lake, Minnesota. If you can't make it though, it's included on the UFC Fight Pass app, and so make sure that you if you can't quite make it to Minnesota, make sure you're checking that out. It'll be live streaming, um, and again, I plan on putting on a good show. Try not to miss it.
Well, I know that I won't be missing it. So you got me in your corner there.
Right?
I'd like to wish you good luck on your fight, and hopefully we can do this again, man.
Yeah, it was fun. Have a nice one.
All right, man. Take it easy.
See ya.